So this is going to be a quick video for all you Illuvium land holders. Whether you're just holding a couple plots that you just don't have the time to play, or you're a big whale, or even some sort of guild that has multiple plots of land and you're just looking to have other people play that for you right now. Now in this Alpha Season 1, you cannot produce fuel and sell it to the market, but there are 15 blueprints that you can acquire that may or may not be worth something in the near future. But I'm going to get into how to set this up first, and then I'm going to finish up with my thoughts on whether this is worth it or not, or if you should just wait until open beta. So the first thing we're going to want to do is set up a new wallet. I like to keep all of mine on a Trezor. And if you don't have a Trezor or a Ledger or another hardware wallet, I do recommend you getting one. And if you do plan on getting one, use my links in the description below. It really helps out the channel. So I'm going to open up my MetaMask. And you can see here I have a wallet set up. I'm calling it ILV Ranger 1. That's going to be one of my lending wallets. But I'm going to go ahead and make another one. So I'm going to go connect hardware wallet. And I select Trezor. My wallet accounts pop up. I'm going to go to the next available one. Select it. Unlock. And there it is. There's my wallet. I'm going to rename this to ILV Ranger 2. And then I would come over here and just plug it into my spreadsheet just so I can keep track of things. All right, so now I'm going to close out of this, go back to the Illuvidex account, and I am going to connect with wallet. So it'll open up Immutable X. We're going to get started. We are going to select ILV Ranger 2. That's the one we're on right now. Select that, connect. We're going to sign. So we're connecting our wallet to IMX. I'll have to do a couple signatures here. That's done. So now I'm connected. You can see my wallet up here. I'm going to click here. I'm going to go account. It'll come back up in your wallet. You can click connect here. So now you're connected in here. You can go to profile, account settings, and I'm going to go create an account. Now there's a little trick here that I don't think too many people know about, but so you don't need to come up with multiple different wallets. What I'm going to do here is I have a regular Gmail account that I made up here, najafplays@gmail.com. And what you're going to do is if you come in here and you click the plus sign, and then I am going to label it Ranger 2. I'm going to come up with a unique password. From that password, when you do the plus before the @ sign, you can do this unlimited times. The website will see it as a new email, but all emails sent to this address is going to go to your main mailbox. So as I make more of these accounts, I will just do Najaf Plays plus Ranger 3, Ranger 4, and so on. So I'm going to click next. I'll put that in there. We'll save that in here. So now my verification code, I'm going to go just to my normal mailbox. It pops up in here. So I verified my email. Let's go ahead and name this. Let's go Najaf _Ranger 2. Set that up. Link the wallet. So now I am linking the new email address I just made and the new wallet address I just made. So confirm there. Sign the transaction. And there we go. So now the account is all set up. Before I show you quickly how to send your land to this wallet, what you're going to need to do to set up a lender is obviously find someone that you have some sort of trust in. But the trust really relies more on that lender trusting you versus you trusting that lender, because you're going to be in control of this wallet. So you're just going to give them the username and password so they can log in and play the game. But because they don't have access to the wallet, they're not going to be able to make any transactions on chain. So they won't be able to steal any of your NFTs or send them somewhere else. And when blueprint and fuel is acquired, they're not going to be able to sell those or do anything with it. All they're going to be able to do is play the game. So it's going to be up to you as the owner of this land to come up with a deal with them and make sure you compensate them. So I'm going to switch back to my other account and I'm going to show you how to send some land. So the first thing you want to do, you can just copy this address. Then I'm going to log out. I'm going to log back in. All right, I don't have any land in this account. I forgot I have my land in a different account. I like to spread things out. It's just kind of a paranoia thing for me. But it would work the same way with an Illuvitar. You're just going to go up to this little paper airplane type thing here. You're going to click, your land plot will show up here. And then you had already copied that other address. So you can just paste it in here. Make sure you get the right address. Obviously, if you send it to the wrong place, you're in big trouble. If you are a little paranoid, you can go over here, switch to the account you want real quick. ILV Ranger 2 is where I would want to send it. I copy that. I also can look at the last couple letters, DD6B. I switch it back to the account that I'm on, send, then I can click paste and send this to the wallet. Now, if you are doing this for someone else to play your land, keep in mind that they won't be able to download the Illuvium Zero game until a plot of land is in the wallet. This should just be the case for the alpha season. Once we get into open beta, I don't think that's going to be an issue anymore. I'd also recommend keeping a spreadsheet of all of your lenders. You're going to want to get their name, their Discord address. You're also going to want to get their wallet address. Because if you make a deal where you're splitting up these blueprints, you're going to be in control of those blueprints and you're going to have to send them somewhere. So have them set up their own Illuvium account, IMX account, so that when the time comes, you can send them their compensation. Now, just to wrap it up, is it worth it to do this right now, or should you just wait until open beta? So at this point, we're expecting open beta to come in about 6 months from now. And the only thing you can get during this 6 months are 15 blueprints. Now, I know I've made this mistake before, and I think there was a big misconception in the community, but these 15 blueprints are not exclusive to the alpha season. You will be able to get this in open beta. Now, one thing that is being worked on behind the scenes is to make sure collecting these blueprints is giving you a head start in open beta. Because if you're not aware, when it comes to the blueprints, you need to collect some in a certain order. So for example, if you have an Atlas, you're going to have to find the Atlas Stage 1 blueprint before you can find the Stage 2 and Stage 3. While this is not set in stone yet, the plan is that if you found these blueprints in the alpha season, when you get to open beta, you'll be able to bypass that. So you won't need to find that Atlas Stage 1 blueprint first. You'll be able to go right to the Atlas Stage 2. And I'm sure whenever that is in place, it'll be announced to the community. But now, is it worth it? If I'm being honest, if you are a lendee or someone who's playing someone else's land, the time it takes to put into this alpha season versus the return you might get is pretty low. But I do think it could be worth it in the sense of almost proving yourself in learning how to play the game. If you go through this alpha season, you may not get much of a return, but you're going to prove to the person who's lending you that land that you know how to play the game. So when open beta comes, you can just hit the ground running and be efficient and really know what you're doing. Because if you just wait until open beta for when there are some decent returns from the land, you might miss out on that opportunity altogether. And the same goes for those land owners. There might not be much of a return here, but this is a chance for you to find out who knows how to play your land, who's going to be dedicated to playing your land as efficient and optimally as possible. So when open beta comes, you already have things set in place and you're ready to hit the ground running. If there's anything I didn't make clear here or any future videos you want me to make, let me know down below. I'm big on this lending system. I think it gives those whales an opportunity to get their assets used. And I think it gives, the small fish out there an opportunity to get some earnings out of this Illuvium ecosystem. So that's it, and I will catch you in the next one.